Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to VanillaTV with Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight, bringing you ETF2L Highlander Season 3 between DAROUTOUTOU and vier Highlander. I'm going to keep the intro short because I think, hopefully, we're going to be able to catch the fist fight for who decides attack and defends on Badlands first. Badwater, sorry, I'm getting my maps confused up. Right. Once they stop playing around, we should be able to start the coverage. Arx, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I just realised I was copying you something and therefore didn't have the server info copied anymore. Yeah, either way I'm joining. And hello people.
Right, so once these guys stop mucking around, we can run you through the teams and who will be attacking and defending first on Badwater. We will be seeing a heavy fight, which I enjoy, and tonight really it's just the French versus the Germans, a repeat of World War II tonight. Hopefully the French defence won't be absolutely flabbergasted and no idea the Germans are going to attack. They did obviously agree to schedule this match, so at least that'll give them a heads up as we get a restart of the map.
Yes, it is. There are some big names playing tonight. I guess those who would have followed Highlander would probably recognise some of the names, but I mean, the people who follow 6v6 are definitely going to recognise a lot of these players, and some of them, well, fan favourites, and a few of them favourites of ours as well, so
yep.
It should be a good game.
Yep, so I got quotes from Flippy today. Look at me.
Oh, Reporter Beta.
I know, and I also got a quote from Rock, probably. So Flippy said, gonna have Flippy is heavy, Medic is sadr, NG, MC salo, Pyro, Degun, Scout will be Tech, actually Sniper will be Plapla, Spy will be Daff, Soul will be K3, and Demoman will be tmac. And they basically just said, you know, the last time this team came together as a Highlander team, they finished second, and they really enjoyed it. And this time, though, they're playing off class, so they're not really sure what to expect. Rox really said, though, like they're all 6v6 players, so they're not really sure what to expect either. So we might actually get a quite close game.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know too much about the teams in general, but I kind of like going into the game cold, not really knowing too much information, because sometimes it just, well, surprises you a bit.
Speaking of cold, haven't you just come back from swimming?
Yeah, I have. I've still got water in my ear, which is really awkward with the headphones on.
You have to sit with your head at one side?
Now, what you do is you kind of just slap the side of your face down into the water, and it sort of clears it out, but obviously I'm not in the pool anymore.
How are you going to do that, mate? You're not in the pool.
Yeah, exactly. Fill up the bath. be right back, guys. Just filling up the bath.
Go and get a massive bowl of water and do it.
Come out and shake my head like a shaggy dog.
Yeah.
And
I see you're famous. I see you're famous, by the way. So you're in the news post on E2F2L about doing random draw on E2F2L cups. That always was the case. When did we stop doing random draws anyway? When was it stopped? That being that. I don't know where I'm going with that, but you know what I'm asking at. Why did we stop doing it and when?
The thing is, well, we kind of stopped the cups. I guess that's when it really stopped. But what did it used to be? Random draw each round, or did it go? Was it random draw for a first bracket? Because I've always been confused about that. I swear that every week you had a draw, and we used to always go in IRC on like a Sunday night or something, and there was the draw to find out who you were playing the next week. So it was draws all the way out through the competition, which was great because you never knew who you were going to play. It's not like, I guess if you look at a bracket, you just go, oh, okay, if say you're a Division 4 team or something, you look at the bracket and go, okay, so week 4 we've got Epsilon. Okay, well, looks like that's where we're in the cup tilt. But when you've got a draw each week and you never know who you're playing, I mean, you could make it all the way to the final. You could have the easiest run in the world, or you could be up against a superstar quite early on. So it's kind of a bit more excitement, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like good examples that will be obviously just this cup that's just been announced, the Mad Cups Team Fortress 2 Challenge, which is Esports Heaven Cup. So 16 teams invited. 18 teams invited, get the numbers wrong. And if they're going to seed and then draw, are we just thinking like Epsilon, BFF, Last Resort and Crack Clan going through to the semis and finals?
I think what they were planning on doing is a bit like FA Cup style with the team. So maybe,
that's random draw, mate.
Well, yeah, but it's random draw, but they don't come in until sort of week 3. The top 8 seeds, I think it was discussed, wouldn't come in until the I don't know, third or fourth week.
Yeah, third, fourth week, because then it gives the other lesser teams to play around, basically.
Yeah,
get
sure.
get money.
Well, there's nothing worse than being excited all season and you're in a lower skill team, and then in the first round you get drawn against the Premiership team because they're seeded highest and you're seeded lowest. It's just kind of a waste of time for everyone, really. So it's quite nice. Random draw. If you do pull out one of the big names early on, you're like, well, that was unlucky. But it's also the excitement, because especially with so many teams in E2F2L, I mean, I don't know all of them. Like, I'd see a team pop up and the first thing I'd do is, where are they in the league tables? Have a look what division they're in, check out their players' recent results. It's like, oh wait, they're strong on this map. And yeah, just everyone kind of does that at a set time, really, whenever the IRC draw is. Plus, nowadays we can definitely televise it, which would be exciting.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't see why we can't do that again, so we'll see what they decide anyway. We're nearly ready to start, by the way, so I'm just waiting for the start. So, do you want to take a guess at the vier lineup box?
Oh wow. Just pressing tab and looking at the scoreboard. Right, okay, so it looks like you know what, even their tags are a bit confusing. Right, so vier on blue. We do have a Bighomer running as spy, DOB as soldier, what a tree, as heavy, Kratos as demo man. We do have Cube as the engineer, Blooddrunk sniper, Oslo scout, simplykoko as pyro, and cruZer as medic.
Okay, so for DA, we have K3, we won't be running soldier tech, we'll be running scout plapla, running that sniper, MC Salo running engineer, tmac running demo man, degun is going to be running pyro today, and sadr or sad, depends on how you want to pronounce it, we'll be running medic, daff is the spy, and the infamous flippy will be running heavy today.
Yeah, so it looks like the teams are nearly ready, just kind of warming up in a big spam fest at the moment.
Yeah, they are taking their time about it.
So, Beta, do you know what the maps are tonight?
It is Badwater, mate, and Badwater.
Right, okay, so that's good. I like Badwater. I think it plays actually quite well. The only downside to this map is sometimes teams can get held on the first point, because the first one is actually quite difficult. But most teams tend to get the second point a bit further down the train tracks. And for those of you who don't understand how this map is going to work or haven't really seen TF2, it's quite simple. There's a big cart with a bomb on it, and it gets pushed down the train tracks to a big hole where it explodes. And one team attacks and pushes the cart, the other one has to obviously stop it. And a time is then set, and the other team has to beat it. The roles are reversed, the colours are changed, and yeah, they have to try and beat that time. So there are stages along the way, and if they don't make it all the way to the end, the time does still come into play, but it's how far they've actually got down that track. So if they've met 2 objectives, then the other team just has to beat their time getting those 2 objectives, or has to cap the next objective.
And Arx, one more thing. Obviously, it's 99 for Highlander, and a large number of unlocks are allowed.
Oh yes. Not just that, also, some people might not even know what the Highlander rules are, but you know, there can only be one Highlander. Well, there can only be one of each class in TF2 Highlander format, so there will be no changing of classes for these players. They are stuck on the class that they have chosen, and sometimes these Highlander teams do have big arguments on who is playing what, especially if they're a team of 6v6 players. It's like, oh, I want to play the pyro or engineer, and sometimes it's fun just to see these players playing a different class. But I mean, Highlander is still serious business. It's not just a quick laugh or anything like it used to be.
So here we go then. So we are live between vier Highlander and, well, the German team and the French team DAROUTOUTOU in ETF2L Highlander Season 3 payload map Badwater coming up with ABC Tuesday. Crew for you tonight, as loads of players. cruZer to obviously drop their ammo for the engineer to build a sentry gun. Arx, just maybe walk us through the defense while we have this little bit of downtime.
Right, okay, I mean, where they defend from on this is quite optional. A lot of players like to sit up on the very high rock, just at the top of the stairs. Yeah, as Beta did correctly mention, the players suicided just to drop their weapons, which gives the engineer a load of extra metals so that he can build his SG and get it up a lot faster. However, I've noticed that a lot of the players seem to have dropped the weapons up top, and the engineers actually placed it in a different place. So I'm not sure what happened there, but oh well, it doesn't matter anyway. And the round is about to start, so here we go.
So let's see this first push out of these main gates. Scout using that bonk.
Oh, Demo's going in for the medic. Had to call that. Oh, he's got the. Wow, he had the caver there. He did try to do a little. I'm going to call it a cadus there. Do a sticky jump onto the medic. He was really, really close as well to getting it as he flew up there, but yep, didn't manage to land it. And actually, quite a few players have gone down for vier here. But they still have their combo up the top. Spies forced the Uber though. Medic had to Uber to save his heavy, and there's a Pyro pushing them back. Counter Uber's been popped to save that Pyro, and I don't think they're going to make too much progress at the moment until, well, they've regrouped and start pushing again.
Yeah, Spy actually got behind as well, but the engineer came in to repair. The teleporter did go down, so that's going to slow it. K3 taking down cruZer, so that was the medic of vier there. So the medic was down. That was to TDH that took him down, so the direct hit. Taken down by DOB as well. This is the crazy thing about Highlander. It does a lot of action going on at the same place, or the same time, sorry. As we see again, the Spy trying to come in and get a zap onto that sentry gun, and look where the cart is. And all that spamming battles up top, look where the cart is, Arx. It's approaching that first point very quickly, as finally tmac tries to drop some stickies down, blows the Pyro away, and SG finishes them off. And Spy, yep, cruZer down again, so the Spy finishes off cruZer again. They're going to find it really hard to push without that medic.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at Daff here. He was sitting just there waiting for anyone if they came over to the cart just to get the backstab over onto them, but he has ventured off in a different direction from now. But that cart has moved quite far forward. Spy did get a sapper over on that SG, which is, I guess, the final hurdle. And to be honest, I think DA here are going to be quite content with the cart being so far forward, because they still have that SG up. We do have a scout pushing it, but he does get taken down. And even though that cart is very close to that objective, it's still going to be very difficult for them to actually get in and push it that last few feet.
Uber's popped, Arx. Uber has been popped by DA. They're going to force the Heavy and Soldier back. They need to be careful not to get caught here. Heavy still running in. Look at the health of the vier players, though. 3 in the red. Medic finally coming in just to do some heals. And plapla taking down Oslo in the meantime. In fact, I'm just trying to see where cruZer is right now with his Uber at 30%. Blooddrunk, it's Bloodspire probably taking down MC Salo. As we now see the vier team pushing up on that left-hand side. Heavy combo there with Pyro. plapla still doing the job at the back of the point. They still need to take care of him. And DA holding it quite well at the moment, Arx, as we now have a medic Ubered. Medic Uber, I was going to say, he has his Ubers just about, sorry. But I can't see the percentage because it's off my screen.
Yeah, that SG has finally gone down. I was going to say that Bighomer, the spy for vier, had no chance of killing it because it was in a great position by the engineer, but a scout did come in, killed the engineer, and he managed to get a sapper on it. So that SG down. Dispenser is still up though, so engineer, when he gets back there, will be able to get one up reasonably quickly. And you're right, DA are holding it well, but they have lost a number of players.
Lost the heavy. Flippy's down, so they've lost that heavy. This could prompt the push from vier. In come a lot of players. Pyro's now getting some time onto that cart to help him move forward. And the vier are moving very quickly. They do have a couple of players in the red. DA will do well to hold on to this. cruZer needs to be careful not to get caught there. Finished off by K3's crit. TDH rocket in the air. And the cart hasn't moved, so they're defending for the moment. Demoman of... who is that? This Demoman of cruZer finally comes in. So 3 minutes and 32 seconds to get that first point, Arx.
Yeah, as I said, that first point can be a bit tedious. Sometimes teams can hold it on the defense, and that's it's tragic, but this one should go a lot quicker. It's just how the map tends to play out. Now, DA up top do have that heavy alive. Kratos gets taken down, and Oslo sniped as well, and wow! Blabla going on a spree there. Or should I say Blabla Ueleja. just going on a little spree, getting a few kills there, but DA holding firm up top at the moment, and gonna have to see if vier opt to try and push them. I mean, they can go from many different directions here. They can go from the left side, lower behind them, or they can just go straight barrel down the middle. And SG is going up on the roof though, but I mean, it looks like they're just content with trying to build up some Uber, and actually it looks like they are going round for the flank.
Yeah, just trying to see. Sade has these Uber now as well. I can't see the percentage. I thought that was no, it wasn't. It was the heavies. Ammo just dropping down. tmac finishes off simplykoko there, so he's just gone down as well. So it's going to still be quite hard for them to push up here. And Sade is taken down by the spy. That was a dropped Uber, so surely now they're just going to come up and clean it up. And they have done exactly that. So DA are going to be in big trouble here. Cart is finally moving, so Bloodsire is now moving that cart forward as the rest of the vier team move forward as well, just to sort of secure that area. Will there be any contention from DA? And I do not think so, Arx. I don't think they're even going to bother trying sending anyone out to contest.
Now they know that door's been stickied off. They've had to take the long route round, and just they've got a nice group of players up there though. Demo and Scout leading the way, and Pyro has actually pushed up quite far there. Sniper shot goes off again, and simplykoko gets taken down. The SG's also fallen down, but that's the offensive engineer, so it doesn't really matter. Mini sentries will go down all the time. And actually, I just saw the spy of Bighomer get right in behind basically everyone, and he could go for some big stabs. No, Pyro's caught him. He's not going to get anything out of that as the sentry gun finishes him off, but we do have vier pushing around that corner, and it is prompting DA to fall back because they had lost 4 of their players, a couple of them just respawning now. And what a tree holding the fort here as the heavy got set on fire briefly, but well, they've made some good progress, and this car is going to be reaching this objective in 5:56 on the clock.
Yeah, so good pickup of pace. Plapla, the sniper's taken down. That's going to let the heavy come round the corner. Pretty safe. No, he's not going to get picked off. Pyro's going to get caught in there though. Counter Uber comes in as well to save him. He was so weak, still being juggled by that Pyro. It's only delaying tactics though, because they will have to fall back down the bottom of that ramp. But look at the health of the air players again. Quite a few players in the red. The water tree needs to be careful not to get caught here. Medic comes in to heal him. And it's now going to be the turn of Flippy. Be careful not to get caught here as well. There is a large amount of the air players up there, just holding off the DA sort of push back. Spy does take down, I believe that was Bloodsire, so that was the sniper who's playing under name Blooddrunk. Plapla now back up as well, Arx, so he's just sitting in that back right corner in the first room as you enter the ramp, go towards the ramp. Good bit of delay tactics here from DA at the moment. I guess Vieira just waiting for that Uber. I can't see his percentage right now because it's off my screen because of my HUD.
He's got 100.
He has 100, so I'm expecting that push any point. And Plapla's gone down, so definitely going to come round now because they know there's going to be no sniper pick.
Well, that's it. I think the demo man here is crucial. tmac did get taken down earlier, but vier not able to capitalise on that. So they do have their Uber. They are waiting for something, maybe waiting for their sniper to get a pick. Blooddrunk there, trying to get a shot over onto the demo man, does connect with him pretty hard actually, and that could be enough. Just, I mean, a weak demo man, he's going to be very cautious in the background. Daff getting taken down by DOB with his TDH, but Tech taking him down in return, and actually that's over on the flanks, where we do have a Pyro and a Scout covering there, but the game has slowed down. No team wants to pop their Uber, but they're going to have to save that heavy. Didn't manage to save Water Tree, and now it's Demo Heavy. This Heavy's going to cause a lot of problems for them, Flippy, and I don't think they've got the damage there to take it down. And yeah, that was pretty much a wasted Uber push from vier.
Arx, Bighomer in behind at the moment, so I'm following Bighomer. Demo Man comes up, he's actually seen me big cloaked at the wrong time. That Demo Man had crits on him as well, so he's going to cloak back, go into through the teleport, finished off by Salo Spanner.
Nice, nice. He's just sitting there watching his teleporter, Sentry and Dispenser, which is in a reasonably good position, but if they do manage to take that ramp, that SG is going to get annihilated. It's going to, well, just sticky strafing, and the whole bunch of his equipment does get taken down. So we'll just have to see. They really need to just start edging around this corner. Time is ticking away, and I mean, they do have a long time, and this is possibly the hardest point to cap, if not the first one, but they really need to start making some progress and maybe see if they could get that cart just down the bottom of that ramp. Yeah. Pyro, simplykoko getting headshot there from Plapla, who is dealing a lot of damage at the moment.
Yeah, plapla still at the back point. Blooddrunk still trying to get a pick on him. Hasn't seen anything yet. Big massive rocket comes in on him as well. Uber has been popped, Uber has been popped by both teams at the bottom. SG still manages to survive the Demo Man Sticky's pipes coming in now, finally finish off. And the car now has moved down the ramp, so DA are in a little bit of trouble here. Spike comes in to finish off a tree, so what a tree, so that is a good save. And DA are going to be able to reset here, and hopefully the cart will begin to move back. Let's just see if they have enough time to get a Sentry gun up. Yeah, what they need to do here is probably just keep the pressure up. Do not let them reset and settle, because they may find it hard to get down that ramp, especially with plapla still running sniper at that back right corner. Blooddrunk is on him at the moment. Blooddrunk, of course, running that jar 8 you saw being used earlier. And Blooddrunk does get plapla, so now, yeah, may fancy themselves coming around this corner, Arx.
Yeah, I had to give credit to Degun the Pyro, keeping that ST alive for ages. And actually, our Demo Man of Kratos has pushed down there just on his own against the entire team. Does manage to get the SG, and also a Salo there. And DA in a bit of trouble here. They do have 5 players down. And players are moving the point, but they have got an Uber to save them for the time being. A lot of the vier players are weak and falling back, but they do get quite fast spawns on the attacking team. They do have a level 3 SG, but Pyro over behind the medic. Heavy did not see him. Medic's on fire. He is going to regenerate enough to pick up a little health pack just to keep him alive there, but that could have been crucial in this round.
Yeah, they've done well again though, Arx. They've held them off. It's only time it's been delayed. You know, it will be inevitable at this rate. And finally, a scout comes in to finish off the soldier who's sitting in the corner. That was Oslo onto K3. It could be interesting to see what time they're going to be posting here. I think we could be approaching that 7.5 minute barrier now. Not unbeatable, but not a bad time either. They are still trying to focus out the death matching the players, trying to focus out there instead of finally having the cart moving, which it is now. So there we go, it has finally started to move forward. Instead of deathmatching, they are going to secure it. And it's going to be, wow, my time was totally incorrect. We have a time of 11 minutes and 3 seconds. We're going to find out if that will be good enough in about 30 seconds.
It isn't so bad, the time. I think the balance of the time limits on this map's a little wrong, just because of how difficult that first point is to capture. A lot of other maps which are like this, the points tend to start easy and get harder progressively. On this one, well, it's the other way round almost. It starts off very, very difficult, gets really easy, and then gets quite difficult again right for the end. So we'll just have to see what vier do on this defense here. Sentry gun going into a different position. They are opting to run that up top, with the rest of their combo sitting up top as well. And just going to have a look over on the attacking team here. Do we have Soldier running the whip to make his players run faster? tmac not running the sticky jumper, so he's not going to be going for some crazy caber jump like Kratos did for vier. But round is about to start.
Look where Dob is, just sitting on top of the rocks above the cart. Obviously quite a well-known position. He is running the TDH, the direct hit.
Oh, what a shot.
Blooddrunk takes a shot on plapla, finishes him off straight away. DB Naz now is going to have to come down level, wow. So he's actually finished off before any damage apart from getting that mini SG. And DA have moved quite quickly up to that left corner, Arx. They're going to see the SG. Uber's popped really early. Degun's going to find it in trouble here. He goes for the rebound rocket off the SG, does not hit. Nothing happens, so that would have been a nice kill. It has not worked. And, well, vier now using their Uber. Plapla still roaming around on that right corner. No one's taken care of him yet. Once this Uber is out, he will have a free shot onto that medic. Finally, Blooddrunk finished him off. But let's just see where the cart is, Arx. Has the cart moved at all? It's only moved into the inner entrance of the tunnel. So whether that will be good enough, we will see. 10 minutes left to beat the time posted by vier for DA. And it's finally now at the mid-cart level, and they do have the numbers there as well, Arx.
Honestly, if I was DA here, I'd just do exactly what they're doing, and that's sending your team all through the tunnel and just try and spam up from below. Because while they do get the height advantage, there's only really 3 classes that can benefit from that height advantage. And so their team can basically sit underneath that bridge reasonably content, and if a sniper walks up the ramp, he could pick anyone off who's looking over at that point. But I guess it didn't work out for DA there. The heavy was just, he was on top and no one really able to pressure him as such. So I'd say that DA not doing
Oh, daff
as
onto
great.
the heavy! Daff onto the heavy of Water Tree! Sorry, I had to interrupt. Water Tree taken down by Daff's great spy play there. Still jumping around, he's onto the medic as well. Finally finished him off, but that has allowed the DA team to come round a bit. Flippy still up top as well, so they do not have that heavy at the moment. That heavy of Flippy will be doing a lot of fire down. The car is beginning to move, Uber comes in, and it will prompt a fallback.
I was going to say there that DA have got this, but actually that Uber just allowing a few more players to get into that point and defend the car, and I'm wondering if they're going to be able to set up again here. It's going to be pretty much a low ground battle at this moment in time. I think a few of the vier players have already conceded this, and yet the car has managed to push it over that first objective.
Yep, so slightly quicker time though, but this doesn't really matter because they still need to get the 3 points before that the 3 points before Vier's time of approximately 11 minutes. And they are doing the job at the moment. It's 3 players down for the Vier team. Just trying to see where they're sitting. Sniper of Blooddrunk just floating around. The spy again of spy again. I was going to say that's who is that spy? I just can't even see him on my HUD. That's why he's changed his name as well.
Yeah, I think vier here are pretty much relying on a last CP hold for 8 minutes, and that's a long time to hold because, I mean, because they didn't fall back after that first objective in time, they tried to stay there and contest it for as long as possible. It meant that they couldn't put up any fight on that strong roof position, so they had to literally give them that point for free, and this next point is pretty easy to attack from. It's very, very difficult to hold, so they are going to be looking at about 7 minutes 20 seconds to hold this last point for, and that is a long time. And well, we'll just have to see if they can do it. Actually, having a look at the demo man of tmac, he was sticky in the spawn. Now he probably should have stayed in that position because he was in a great position, no one having noticed him, but he did jump back to try and help out his team, but there was just no one there that needed help.
Uber comes in from Vier. DA needs to be careful here. Counter Uber coming in as well. So Flippy's still running heavy there. He needs to be baited, but not to get baited round. He's been blown forward from the SG, in fact, so he is taken down. tmac's also blown forward, but manages to escape to rejoin the pushing of the cart. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a pretty fast time. They're going to be posting with 7 minutes left to just get it down that ramp. But Vier trying their best to put up a great, good defense. Plapla a shot onto simplykoko. That's the pyro. Also takes him down to 15 HP. Just trying to see where they're going to put this SG. Looking like they favour the same position, just under that corner area, just as you come down the ramp on the right-hand side, just under the house. Blooddrunk taking down Plapla, so that's sniper on sniper. A little bit of downtime at the moment why both teams build that Uber. cruZer does have the advantage at the moment, and well, it'll be interesting to see how, if they want it, well, if anything, how, if they fancy pushing out. They do have Blooddrunk there, still popping off people, takes down degun as well. So that was the pyro down, and sadr here needs to be careful not to get picked. So let's just see where they want to pop their Uber. They're fancying the house arcs. They want to go and clear out the house, but Demoman's there with his stickies. They're still going to go for it though.
Yeah, that's it. Demoman's had to jump out. He's realised
SG
half the
down.
team's coming. Oh, nice. But Uber Heavy has dropped down onto point. Pyro gets caught completely off guard. Engineer goes down. Dispenser and SG. Medics had to counter Uber. Spy sitting around behind the Heavy, does get a stab over onto him, and the demo, can he get anyone else? No, Pyro has to text him, gets him with a nice flare gun shot, but now we do just have a medic and soldier sitting here against pretty much the entire team. Blooddrunk sniping up top, but he's not going to be able to kill this many, so it's all down to a TD8 soldier, and he hasn't got the splash damage at all. Medic's on fire, Burning's going to get taken down here, and I think they might get it, but the respawns are coming in. Scouts jump down to block it, Demoman gets annihilated with an air shot, and DA do manage to take this point in a faster time, giving them the first round.
Yeah, so good round there from DA actually. So what happens now that teams will switch just for, so what will happen now, we will see DA attacking first and Vier defending first. So let's just see what, if Vier fancy to switching up their defense.
Yeah,
see where they put the SG maybe.
Well, the thing is that they, oh yeah, actually, yeah, they probably would want to switch up their defense a little bit. Just having a look at what they are going to do. SG is going up top, right at the back of the point as well, and I guess that is a good position if the enemy team does come up on those side rocks. But if they send one TDH soldier up that ramp, that SG's going down, and he's got a really wide angle. But yeah, it's not live, so they are switching teams. Just so that it goes into an ABBA format, so that both teams get a chance to run the time. Set a time even.
Yep, pretty much. So this is best of 3, by the way, so it will be the team that wins best of 2. So, team with the 2 fastest rounds will win. I guess we can't really... It's pretty hard to get a draw on this. If it did happen, I think it would be a miracle.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think you can. It might... TF2 just might end, and that's it. Steam, you can't... TF2, this game is unavailable, because you'd have to go down to proper milliseconds and beyond.
Well, nothing's impossible. Remember that.
Mission begins in
I remember seeing a video of sentry guns versus sentry guns, all done by the computers. It was blue SDs versus red SDs, and the blue SDs dominated the red ones. They just all started at the same time, like all built by a script, and the blue ones just killed them all. So, ooh, Salo going down early, and Demoman of tmac, he actually jumped all the way behind them. He has got that caber out. He has done a jump. It's a sticky jump again. Over onto the medic. Doesn't manage to connect. The SG just pushes him back, combined with what a tree. So tmac attempting that jump again, and that's 2 out of 2 fails, but I'm not going to discredit him because it's a hard move to pull off.
Yep, so DA now with that Ubered heavy coming around the corner as well. Counter Uber has come in. There's quite a few of the VR players there, and some of them might get caught by Flippy. Blooddrunk still seeing that back corner. Heavy coming in, so the medic of sadr, he does get taken down by Bighomer, as well as the heavy of DOB. Sorry, the soldier of DOB, and Flippy coming out with fists onto Bighomer just to finish him off. Not really sure who has the advantage here. I'm just going to see where the cart is currently sitting. It has now moved towards the sort of the last third of the tunnel, we call it, the last third. But so a little bit of messy play from all the teams. But are VA giving it up, Arx? They're giving it up straight away.
Yeah, it looks like they want to spend longer holding this roof position, realizing that it's going to be very difficult to push out from that. Surprisingly though, only the soldiers headed up to the roof, the rest of the team just heading up there now. And there is no SG setup at the moment, I don't think, anyway. Should I say, not that I can see, but let's go back to where the action is, over on the flank actually. Nope, it's not the flank. I have completely lost the DA team.
No, I'm following Flippy. He's just by the red and blue crate area, so the crates. He might get caught by the pyro here, in fact, and he does. Medic actually combo partnered with that pyro at the moment. That was the pyro that came in behind the medic with that crit shotgun there, in fact. So he's finished him off.
Yeah, the best part of that was the medic was jumping, and that shotgun crits when they're in the air. So had he have not jumped, he wouldn't have got hit by a crit. So it's kind of I don't know, I just found that kind of funny. They pushed the car up quite far. Engineer is pushing it, and he has got a mini SG over onto Spy. Spy gets a nice sap over onto it though, and just prevents the engineer from pushing that any further. And so we do have VS still with a good number of players sitting up top at the moment. His TDH soldier does jump down, gets blasted back by the pyro, and he's on fire for the moment, but his medic has got him covered. Demoman trying to just peek up there. This is all happening in the little flanks of the house. Oh, that TDH soldier is surely getting taken down. Great air blast there from the pyro, and the heavy medic and demo combo are looking to make their way, heavy medic and pyro combo looking to make their way up the stairs, but Daff comes up with a stab onto cruZer, and what a tree, takes down that medic heavy combo, and it was an Uber drop. Now only 2 players alive, 4 just spawning now, but this is surely going to be a cap of this roof position, and well, RVA are going to hold back on their last or try and defend this next point.
Yeah, Vieira in a little bit of trouble here. They do have that level 3 SG at the bottom of the ramp. TDH soldier obviously very effective against sentry guns. Just trying to see where DOB's trying. He's actually trying to go behind at the moment, so I'm following DOB on the right hand side building. He's going to come in behind the medic, go straight after the medic. First rocket misses, second rocket does the job, with courtesy of Blooddrunk as well. So DOB, the distraction, Blooddrunk does it. So surely that will help Vier come back out and try and delay this push. Surprised they're not opting to come round there. They do have quite a few players there with Pyro, Demoman and Heavy with their medic. And it's only tmac holding them off as that cart still now gets that third CP in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. This is looking like another fast time again.
Yeah, I think they had the numbers there that they could have just taken that corner and just kind of overwhelmed them. They did have their demo man alive, which is, I guess, one of the crucial ones, and, well, there was no demo man alive for DA there, so I think they've missed a bit of a trick here. They are coming around now, though, but that capture point has been taken already, and you never know, this map can come down to those captures. Sometimes it is crucial to just hold on to them. Sniper of plapla getting a bit isolated, but actually someone came in and did help him out there. So, yeah, they have still got control of that corner, but I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold this for, as there is a sniper covering it. You might get a nice pick over. He's missed a shot over onto the heavy of What a Tree, who's now set on fire by the Pyro's flare gun. And Tech gets taken down in amongst the group there, so Scout just jumping in, trying to get a pick over onto someone. But DA are moving up in force at the moment. They do have a heavy and demo man close, and they're surely going to force them back with this. That SG is also probably going to get annihilated, which it does. And 2 players down, including Demo and Heavy, which are 2 of the main classes they need to try and hold this corner. It's not looking good.
Yeah, FF, the spy, coming in at the moment as well. Heavy's come, Demo Man's come around onto the SG, taking him down, and FF is still unnoticed. Oh, he finally gets taken down, but the DA team are in the point. K3's jumping up behind into the left spawn. The cart is now moving down the ramp as well. Plapla just forcing out any peeking players. It is still moving. The spawns are going to be coming in. In comes the Demo Man, trying to come and block as well. Stickies are not really going to do much for those overhill players. He does finish off K3, but the cart is still moving courtesy of Tech. This is going to be a very fast time. And there we have it, 5 minutes and 17 seconds for DA. VAR have all got to do it all, really. They've got to pull it out of the bag to take us to a 3rd round.
Right, and I think it's crucially going to come down to this first point. I think, well, DA here, they really need to just hold the first point, because if they do cap that, the amount of time left, I think that VAR are going to be able to attack and capture those last points with the remaining time. So I think it all comes down to trying to hold this first one. And they're going to have to hold it for the full, I think it might be 4 or 5 minutes. I'm not sure.
Well, actually, I guess, yeah, if they held it for about 4.5 minutes, then I think they know they've won it.
Well, it's not that. They the timer would run out before it even hit the time that they need to beat. I'm not entirely sure of the time. We'll find out in 18 seconds' time how long they actually get to cap this first point. But I think they need to get a full hold on this first point, otherwise they have lost the round.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
So let's just see where the DA team are opting to defend from. All just opting in that far right corner. Let's see if Kratos wants to go for anything special. He does have stickies there.
It's 4 minutes 30, by the way. So if they can hold on to this first point for 4 minutes 30 seconds, and they will well, win.
So you know that was the time I said, but never mind. And Uber Demo Man comes in. He gets blown away by like literally all of the DA team. They have lost a couple of players. Just trying to see if he did survive. In fact, so Kratos did survive. Just watching the spy of FF coming in behind the medic as well. Did he get the Ubersaw? No, he didn't. No, he didn't get the Ubersaw. Heavy and Pyro up there, but Flippy with his medic going to come round. Uber has been popped. Heavy is caught, so What a Tree went down. They're going to keep on pushing them all the way. Pyro manages to catch the Demo Man of tmac, and plapla still doing the job at the back of the point, just making sure any peeking or weak players are taken down. So DA, look at where their positioning is. They're ultra aggressive just on top of those rocks at the moment.
It's probably the best thing to do. I mean, it leaves your engineer a little exposed, but they do have a couple of players sitting back to defend them from. And to be honest, you want to kind of interrupt their momentum, get a few kills early on. And the other thing is that the further forward you are, the easier it is to pressurize that sniper of Blooddrunk, who is getting a large number of headshots, combining with his scout actually for the moment. And if that sniper gets round to that alleyway, he might get a shot over onto this the scout and heavy combo, and even the engineer, which would mean the sentry falls quickly, but that's not going to matter. Oh, engineer picks up the sentry, tries to jump off the cliff, but he gets annihilated. And well, VAR here, they are pushing strongly. Just having a look at that cart, it's not really moving. There is still a heavy, just killing all the players that are trying to push it. TDH soldier coming around the corner and just about survives on very little health, and that cart is going to get pushed for this first capture.
So they do get it within 4.5 minutes, and What a Tree with the medic of cruZer as well, ultra aggressive already, just on that, sitting on that second point. DA don't really have the numbers there at the moment, and plapla is the first loss to DA there on this second point. He was just sitting at the bottom of the steps trying to get a pick onto anyone just bouncing and jumping around. DA Uber 80%. cruZer now just also at about 70%, so they will have a slight advantage. Let's just see if they opt to come down and block. They haven't, and FF managed to get a pick on DOB. Bighomer also going down. Uber does come in from DA, finally, just to protect a little bit of delay. Counter Uber only coming in now, Arx, so they're going to find it hard to hold up here. But they still have Flippy, they still have the damage dealers. So right now, just over 2.5 minutes remaining. This could be pretty tight.
Degun with a great shot over onto Oslo with a flare gun, completely shut him down even though he was overhealed. cruZer landing a saw hit on FF, the spy. So a bit of close quarters defense from him. And they still have that engineer, the sentry gun up top. No one's really pressuring him. And that heavy's not going to really be able to peek around the corner and get that SG down. But spy comes in, does get the sapper over onto the SG and the knife, but the pyro takes that sapper off. So great choice of weapon from him. And oh, he's still got one soldier of K3, the TDH soldier, just sitting down the bottom there, hoping to get some nice point blank hits. But DA holding quite strong here, and vier are running out of time.
Yep, SG still sitting up there as well. Engineers only just got the spawn now. He's going to repair that to full health. So vier must be doing a flank right now because they are not coming through, and they have come through the tool stairs right next to the SG. They have been forced to use their Uber, and Pyro, who's just pushing them back. They're going to have to start again. 1.5 minutes remaining. I don't think it will be possible for them to get all 3 points required. Obviously, the car is now moving forward again. But that SG, someone needs to put some pressure on that SG, because right now, Heavy versus SG with no medic, you know who's going to be the winner, really. And the DA doing a good job, I must say.
Yeah, I think vier, they are sending in players a bit too quickly, but it's at this point, you're probably right in the fact that it's almost a lost round, but I think if they got full on momentum non-stop for about 50 seconds, they can push it all the way there, but I don't think they're going to be able to do this round.
Yeah, Scout coming to try and pressure onto the engineer as well. He does get finished off by that sentry gun. vier just thinking about a final push, just trying to see where the rest of their combo has gone. And they have gone through the tool stairs again. Heavy of Water Tree goes down. Flippy still coming down as well with his medic. Ubered in. Demoman is in trouble as well. Flippy taking care of Kratos as well. Time is running out, 20 seconds left. 5 players down very briefly for the vier team, and DOB and simplykoko also very weak. This is obviously going to be a DA round now. 10 seconds left, and good time set by DA, and I must hand it to him. It was very well played.
See, now in a typical public game, this roof position is really hard to take, but in actual Highlander matches of organised players, it's quite easy to break down. But I mean, DA showing why that is a stronghold, at least in public games. They had a great setup there, and I think that vier just didn't really have the time to break it.
60 seconds.
Right, and I think we're not going to see a second map, you know, so it will just be best of one.
We will have to see.
Yeah, I think it is. So there we have it then. So DAROUTOUTOU. Sorry, yeah. I guess let's get the pronunciation right, because otherwise I'm going to get moaned at. Okay, so right, DAROUTOUTOU or DAROUTOUTOU maybe. Let's win. And this is only week 1, so they're going to sit at the top of the table. It's Division 1 against vier, and so it's been a pleasure as always. It's been VanillaTV, Arx, Beta and Comedian tonight, bringing it to you. Hope you enjoyed the game, and look out for more Highlander action. Later in the week we have TLR versus Crackland, so good game to watch as we come into the ETF2L playoff season. And let's just see how it goes. Thanks for joining all, and we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. Good night.